You can tell the excitement, especially if you're listening on the radio right now with all the background noise, the music that's playing. They've got videos up on the big scoreboard screen. There's a lot of excitement, and we're going to find out why, as Chris is even showing you the big scoreboard screen. And, of course, with all the broadcast electronics and equipment that we have and all the other goodies people are showing, fortunately, they closed the roof. Because if you're not familiar with Marlins Park, it has the ability to open. Because on our generally very sunny days in South Florida, you want to have some sunshine. But when you have a whole bunch of electronics on the field, you don't want to have the chance of any rain. The director of marketing for TigerDirect, and of course TigerDirect.com, is Steven Leeds. Steven, welcome into tomorrow. How are you?
I am great. Thanks for being here.
It's our pleasure.
Yes, this is our fourth year.
Yeah.
This is our biggest and best yet. We have over 18,000 registered guests.
Wow.
The people you see right now are actually exclusive early access guests. These are the guests who it's a free event to everybody.
Yeah.
But for select guests, we've offered them to be able to get in an hour before the rest of the crowd to see the latest and greatest from all of our vendors. And so as you see the night go on, you will see the field filled with thousands of people, all wanting to experience the leader in consumer goods.
Oh, I remember, as I say, I've gone to all of them, and last year was the first time you had it here at Marlins Park.
This is actually our third year.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was your third year at Marlins Park. That's right. The first one was in a very cool facility in the Art Deco district and the design district in Miami. It was really neat, multiple levels and so forth, and it was just way too crowded because I think more people than even you guys expected said, I want to see the latest stuff. I want ideas for gift giving this holiday season, etc.
That started out with Intel came to us and said, listen, Windows 8 is coming out. We have a bucket of money. We'd love you guys to throw a party.
Isn't that nice when somebody has a bucket of money?
Well, they said, Tiger, this is your town. Yeah, you guys know how to throw events at the time. Lonnie Paul, who was an amazing man in the industry.
Long-time guest of the show over the years. Yeah,
was my mentor. Love the guy. He said, okay, I know how to throw a great party. I'm going to throw a party. So we figured a few hundred people would show up.
Yeah,
5,000 people showed up to the Moore Building.
Tell me about it. I couldn't get anywhere. You did. It was amazing, but a great thing to show what not only South Florida needed, but the ability for a lot of your vendors to say, hey, everybody, come and see what we got. We have a lot of new stuff. It's all about consumer tech. It's all about neat electronics, gadgets, gizmos, all the cool things available today and into tomorrow.
You know what we noticed on that night? One, we needed a bigger venue.
Yes.
So there was only one place that could actually fit what we projected that we'd have, and we've since quadrupled the amount of people we thought we would have, was Marlins Park. Two, what we noticed was the people were freaking out about things that us in the industry had seen a year ago at CES. And then we realized something, that, for us, we're pretty jaded. We get to go to Las Vegas. We get to see, 20,000 vendors. We get to see a lot of things that are coming out in 2-3 years. We get to see things that are vaporware that will never come out that are very cool. And then we get to see things that are going to be in our lives for every day.
Yeah.
So the first year we had everybody there, they flipped out about the security features from Intel on all their notebooks and the amazing tracking software. We saw people with the 2-in-1s. This was brand new at the time. They didn't even know what to call them.
That's true.
Transformers. The very next year when we had it here, 3D printers were a massive hit when we had seen these a year earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Last year, drones. This year we have Sprout technology from HP. We have a 50-foot truck outside that shows Sprout. It has a 3D camera that takes a picture of an image in 3D and then projects it back down onto the surface for you to manipulate and play around with. It's really some of the most remarkable technology you will ever see. And that's outside in the West Plaza. And then we've got the latest and greatest from Intel. Microsoft, title sponsor this year. Mm-hmm. They've got Xbox. They've got the Surface. They've got Windows 10. And so, we just have all of our vendors in one place, and it's great for the community to get to come into this unique atmosphere. They get to get on the field of Marlins Park, and they get to see all this stuff 3 weeks before the holiday season.
That's true. In fact, just over my shoulder is the pitcher's mound, and of course, we're not nobody allowed to walk on the mound and do that kind of thing. But we're in the outfield. We're on the field here, doing some really cool things and talking to some really fun people over the next 3 hours. So we want folks to stay tuned for that. And what you're doing that's so unique is, unlike CES, where the general public can't go. You've got to be us in the industry, media, yourselves, manufacturers, representatives, those vendors and so forth, and buyers. This is open to the public, and that's why you get 20,000 people that come to this event.
This is one of the only consumer-facing consumer electronics shows.
Go figure.
So we actually bring the vendors in. The vendors get to see firsthand what people are responding to. So, and this is a couple of months before CES, so they can make plans accordingly, depending on how these people, this subsect of Miami, gets to interact with the products.
It's awesome. And, of course, throughout the broadcast, we're going to be showing you a whole bunch of folks wandering around the field here at Marlins Park. We're going to be showing you many of Steven's exhibitors, talking to several of the guests. You mentioned several of the key partners and new sponsors, if you will, of this year's Tech Bash. What are some of the other exhibitors that we're hopefully going to be able to talk to over the next 3 hours?
We've got everybody from Acer and Intel Security, all the way to guys who are on the peripheral of the business that help make sure that your products work when you need them to work, like SquareTrade. SquareTrade is one of the number one, if not the number one, warranty programs out there. And when you invest so much money in your technology, it's important to have the right program. And with SquareTrade, it provides our customers a zero hassle. You send the product in, you say, hey, it's under warranty, I broke it, SquareTrade fixes it, or sends you a check for it. So we've got them. We've got HP again. I can't say enough about how big HP of a partner HP is of ours, but also how much they've stepped up at this year's Tech Bash and Innovation Conference. So, at TigerDirect, we really focus on small and medium businesses. So throughout the day, we've had 1,500 of our SMB clients out. These are IT decision makers.
And SMB
CTOs.
Being small and medium businesses?
Small and medium businesses.
Okay.
The way that we position ourselves within the market is that a lot of the guys that are our size or even bigger don't want to service this very important part of the industry, which is the small and medium businesses. Our philosophy is we'd rather get in there early while you're growing your business, help you set out the right IT infrastructure, and grow with you.
Yeah.
That way we can make it as seamless as possible. So while a lot of our competitors are ignoring that spot, that is 100% us.
Love it. In fact, I'm going to ask you to come back later on in the broadcast today because I want to talk more, especially for those listeners that own a business, that have a small or medium business, that are really looking for more help, especially as it relates to tech. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we'll mix you back in with some of your exhibitors here.
Well, I can't thank you enough for being here and for having me on. I can't wait to come talk to you again.
Excellent.
I'm going to get back out onto the floor. We've got a lot more Tech Bash to cover, so we're excited to have you here.
Well, thanks. We'd love to be had in a very good way. Steven Leeds, of course, TigerDirect.com. We're going to be reminding you about that URL throughout the evening. You can always visit us at IntoTomorrow.com. We'll link you to Steven's site and all the guests that we'll be talking to here at the TigerDirect Tech Bash. I'm Dave Graveline. Into Tomorrow continues from Marlins Park in Miami, Florida on the Advanced Media Network. Don't go away.